For many of us, the dream doesn't end with the Olympics. Competitive success inevitably leads to the ice show.
I guess the whole dream started after seeing an ice show, and I loved everything about it, especially the costumes. I wanted to tour the country and the world in a professional ice show, so that was always my ultimate dream.
I rely on the tour a lot, especially the 3 weeks that we spent putting the show together, to motivate me, inspire me. I think that being on the ice with a group that can quite safely be called one of the best skating groups in the world is pretty motivating. There is a level of competition, but a much, much higher level of compassion and camaraderie that way overshadows the competition. But there's a healthy sibling banter going back and forth on the ice.
If you go like, huh?
If you're coordinated, maybe you could do it that way.
And anytime you try to make something as good as it can be, it's never finished, you know? So it's always making that decision that, okay, this is as far as we can take it today.
What I enjoy most about directing Stars on Ice is the collaborative effort. It's a 6-month process that culminates with our final weeks before opening night in Lake Placid.
Real life just gets pushed aside, and it's all trying to get this show together.
You just anticipate having sore ankles, sore feet, blisters, and everything from the skates because you're in and out of your skates all day. And then I see it's like 11 o'clock in the evening. I could not believe he was still on the ice. I couldn't feel my legs.
Keep going.
We want to end where we started at the beginning of the show, in a line. That's the point. So it's just a matter of what point do we actually bring you into the line. We would like to see what it looks like from down there. The other thing is in here, you guys are you're using the whole surface. So
You don't have it.
we don't have it.
Sandra stopped sleeping, which means that she's in the zone. And Christopher, I mean, if he had a tail, it'd be like wagging like this because he's got all these ideas and he's throwing them at people and all of them are accomplished. It's a great process.
Now wait, because I want to do something here then. I want to almost like take you and go. And you look at it, look.
Actually, when we're choreographing, it's new for the first time, and so it's almost a spontaneous feeling. It's an honest feeling.
Bomb, one, hit, hand, hump, bomb, bomb. And 1, and 2, ha, turn, and boom. It's a long back.
Choreographing is like a love-hate thing. I love doing it and I hate doing it.
Body's going back. It's almost like the body's going back with that leg.
Every time you start something new, I'm sure it's like a writer or anybody that starts a project for the first time, it's putting that first mark down.
Slowly.
It's always a bit torturous. It never feels like it flows, never feels easy.
It's coming.
It's like long distance running. It can hurt in the middle. And you can see the end in sight sometimes.
At the end, when we've only got 3 people, they're evened out and not 3 on one side.
It just is always
5 of us choreograph the show. We rely on each other's ideas and energy to keep us going. Our days seem endless as we bounce back and forth between 2 ice surfaces.
I don't know what the timing is here.
Every step of every group number is broken down and finessed. Every skater also needs individual attention.
Yeah, that was nice. That's better.
Somehow, we do manage to communicate all our thoughts.
So she dances her brains out.
Then you want to go back and so that you have room. They start, and then they're ultimately the 2 of them get together.
Although they might be able to cut in right behind.
We're really close to the end.
Like a little other leg.
But they have their own pattern and
They're
then it
all
counts.
that way.
Whatever they did, it needed to be.
Come out, so it's a slower out.
When are we going to do all this?
I don't know.
The inspiration for the show always starts with the music.
Yes, that is indeed our master.
I think everything's tomorrow. She sent everything else today.
70 costumes are meticulously designed and built.
With the angle, I wanted to show a little bit, and I don't...
No detail is too much to ask for. After weeks of experimenting, Jeff even created an edible clown nose. The lighting design team also puts in 16-hour days.
Soon finishes arts and crafts class over there.
Down by spots 2 and 6, picking Kurt up on a bump, tight full body, and house lights out.
I think let the skaters do the bump with the lift because they hit, and then but really slow.
They create their magic by taking inspiration from the music, choreography, and costumes. But nothing happens without our crew.
The crew will test you to see if you're crew worthy. They're warriors. They're not performers. They're absolute warriors who are in the tunnels and in the trenches and in the arena at 3 in the morning and on the bus to the next city as we're out to dinner. We have a real respect for our sentrymen that are sent ahead. They make us look good, and we know that they're our army, and without them, we're alone in that arena.
20 minutes. Opening night, you know, everyone's nervous as anything. It's almost like the Olympics. And you can't wait to perform it for 65, 70 cities throughout the tour because you really are proud of how it's come together and all the work that you've put into it.
I just want to say, I don't know what I want to say. Love you all. No! 10 minutes, ladies.
All right, guys, I need my pen.
To see the skaters and they're backstage and they're like sweaty palms and they're like, I pray I remember every step. I pray I don't trip over a toe pick or run into somebody like I am every single day in rehearsal. I just pray that it all works.
The most enjoyable thing is everybody feeling the same excited, and this energy just pumps up. So it's not going 10 times more because of the 10 skaters. It just goes 100 times more.
Come on!
We've spent so many hours practicing in an empty arena, so the most exciting thing for the entire company is to finally feel the audience.
It's nice to share it with them. You know, don't be afraid to look up every now and then. Don't be afraid to invite 15,000 people onto the ice with you because that's all they really are there for, is to share something for 2 hours that is unique and special.
There's a banner we carry for the audience. If one of us isn't carrying that banner, then we're dragging the other ones down. And I think that's what the best part of it is knowing when you get in the tunnel after the show that we just kick serious ass out there.